Okay, so I don't feel comfortable giving my address. There's a family here that has stalked and harassed us. We had a restraining order on. I'll gladly give it to you privately if that's okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Good evening. My name is Brittany Lee. I'm here tonight because the city of Destin is enforcing rules that it has no legal authority to act. Let me be clear. Sampson and Cody companies are vending ice cream only below the mean high water line on state-controlled land. Under Florida law, this area is outside the city's jurisdiction. The mean high water line, which is state-owned land held in public trust under Article X, Section 11 of the Florida Constitution, states, the title to lands under navigable waters, including beaches below the mean high water line, is held by the state in trust for all the people. This means the city has no jurisdiction over operations below this line. And Destin knows this. You own public...
For just a second. Can y'all start the timer?
Ray.
Yeah, Ray, the timer's not running.
Oh, good.
Yeah, there you go. There's your
my day. God's
there you
day.
go. Magic.
And Destin knows this. Your own public information director, Tamara Young, stated to Destin Log, the water is not in our jurisdiction. No different than what we face in not commenting on what takes place just out of our jurisdiction on land. Your own shoreline has an erosion control line established by the state, marking where city's jurisdiction ends. That line has been repeatedly reinforced with federal and taxpayer-funded beach restoration projects multiple times over the past 19 years. The state and federal government have been poured millions into managing these beaches, not the city of Destin. So when your code officers come down to the shoreline and start writing tickets threatening lawful state businesses and inventing ordinances that don't apply, you're not just overstepping, you're violating the law. The city of Destin has no legal authority to regulate or enforce ordinances on those submerged lands, and continuing to do so is just overreach. It's unlawful. We are fully licensed by the state of Florida. The citations and harassments we've endured are baseless. And let's talk about President. Gulfstream's Ice Cream has been vending on these beaches for over 20 years. The city has had no issue. There was no citations, no legal threats, no so-called code violations. But the moment my family starts doing the same thing legally, and the moment the Rainbow Frost ice cream lawsuit lands on your desk, suddenly the city springs into action. But this goes far beyond citations. We had to file a restraining order against multiple family members with the Rainbow Frost ice cream, the same individual behind the lawsuit, because they were stalking us, showing up outside our home wearing ski masks in the middle of the night and threatening to stab and kill us because if we didn't get off their beach. William Ellison even attempted to run me and my unborn child over in the middle of the street in broad daylight. That's not only criminal behavior, it's terrifying, and yet the city continues to act like we're the problem. But this goes beyond harassment. After threatening to call CPS and take my child away, your code officer forced us into unsafe waters, and I was stung by a stingray. I'm sure you saw it on YouTube. Millions of views. With a barb going through my ankle as a direct result. I suffered daily nerve damage because of the negligence of your code officer that is forced upon us. After the stingray incident, code officer Riley Wilson, afraid of getting sued, told us in a meeting would be scheduled with the mayor, the city manager, the city attorney, and the council. I filed formal complaints, made multiple requests for that meeting. I was completely ignored. No one followed up. You didn't want a resolution. You wanted us gone. And let's address the elephant in the room, Dewey Destin, councilman, who has a competing snowball business named after him on his restaurant property, voted to spend over $30,000 of your taxpayer dollars to pursue enforcement in an area that's not even under your legal control. This is textbook conflict of interest, and if this council continues to fund or act on it, it may become a matter of public ethics or complaints or worse. We came here to do the right thing. We got licensed, we followed the law, and we asked more than once to sit down with the city in good faith. Instead, you met with silence, harassment, and enforcement far beyond what your jurisdictions allow. We've done nothing wrong. We are being treated as if we have simply because it's politically convenient. This isn't about public safety. It's about protecting a monopoly. Rainbow Frost Ice Cream filed a lawsuit. Councilman Dewey Destin has a competing snowball business on his property, voted to spend $30,000 in taxpayer money, y'all, to push out legal vendors. This is conflict of interest, and it's an effort to control the market under the banner of government. But here's what you need to remember. I'm a disabled combat army veteran. I served this country to defend freedom and capitalism, not to come home and be punished by a city to control who gets to concede. You're not enforcing the law. You're trying to crush competition. In doing so, you're treading on a very freedom I fought to protect. What we're asking for is simple. Apply the law where it actually applies. Respect the limits of your authority and stop allowing personal agendas to dictate public policy. I still believe this council can do the right thing and choose integrity over influence. God bless you.
Thank you. Sirs?
He has a video he would like to show you. You could just listen.
Some vendors have been spotted selling things like ice cream.
This vendor is doing it in this wet sand water area of the beach.
That wet sand water area, though it is a part of Navarre Beach, is technically state property, Baker says, because it's not regulated by the county.
That was posted last week to Navarre News.
I'm telling you.
This is your code officer 2 days after I had a stingray go into my ankle. This is what he had to say on the beach to me.
Telling you personally, we're trying to figure out. Everything is semantics. You know, I'm just trying to.
I know.
I'm just trying
Maybe
to
you
do
should
what-
lay off. Maybe you should lay off.
I am.
Okay, I appreciate that.
That's why I said I literally just talked to this
Okay.
manager. I'm trying to set up.
But you gotta understand, for my friend to take my child
I
away,
would
and
never
I step
threaten
on a stingray,
I would never.
I have an infection now, like,
I think you're good. I think he's trying to. What I'm trying to do is set up a meeting between. I want everyone. I want all the Thomas Island, Ohana. I want Gulfstream. Anybody who wants to vend on the beach to meet with the city attorney, and we can try to figure out exactly. Once the city attorney gets everything drafted up, so we can get all
because
figured
I
out.
had tons of paperwork. I surveyed the beach. I hired someone to measure. You guys don't own the water.
Oh, we know. Yeah, exactly. That's
Like, why are you pushing us out to the water then?
No, we're trying to enforce from the mean low water line.
But that's not knee deep. Where this whole knee deep, mean water, whatever, is not knee deep. So why are you saying, why do I have to get stung by a stingray? It's barb going in my freaking ankle. Why? You're just literally saying the knee water line is not knee deep. So make it make sense. Because Troy is the one that came up with the knee deep. I went in there last year, I have him on camera saying, I said, can I see where it says knee deep? He said, it's not. I make it up. It's what I say. It's knee deep because I say it.
Troy no longer works.
So why is exactly? So why is his rule still in effect? That's where the whole knee deep thing is. Gulfstream's been out for 30 years.
Sir, are you yielding our time to you?
Yeah, this is most of my time now.
All right.
Hi.
I understand that.
It wasn't until the Thomases came out that it became an issue.
You guys are good. I watched Samson.
Yeah, I mean, we do our
Samson,
best.
I watched
The
him.
water pushes you out and in. It's not like we're trying to.
No,
we spent thousands of dollars to follow. We want to follow the rules.
You guys.
But when it's like becoming very vague and one
Yeah,
is not even right, the needy is. We've just been doing it, but now it's getting out of hand. Like we know what you guys are wrong.
I watched Cody and Samson. They were both good, and then I watched it was David and
Aisha, yeah.
and they were good.
Yeah.
So I got no issue with it.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, everybody's doing what they're supposed
Supposed
to
to
do.
do. That's what we want to do. But we also know that it's not right. That you guys, the whole needy thing is made up. Because Brian Davis literally said, it's what I say. It's not written. It's what I say. And Troy, both of them. I have them both on camera. I said, can I see the law where it says you own up to knee deep? He said, there is no law. It's what we say.
All right.
Do you have anything to say?
Oh, yeah, actually. So I have how much time? So when we first came out, we started walking on the beach for 3 weeks. No one said nothing. They said hi. We were in the wet sand. Everything was fine. For 3 weeks, everything was fine. Code said hi. Everything. Sheriff said hi. Everything was fine. Rainbow Frost started making false complaints. You guys came out there and smacked tickets down us. So we built carts, spent thousands of dollars to go knee deep because you guys said go knee deep. You don't want us to swim with the sharks. But yeah, you came out this year. You pushed us out with the sharks. Got stung by stingrays. Beyond waist deep, which was negligent, and it's maliciousness. And now that all this is happening, and you're pushing us up waist deep, and you guys don't own the water. If you don't own the water, and why are we getting ticketed every day? Nothing's changed. We were in the water just like last year. We got confused because you guys said it's the wet stand, and then changed it to it's knee deep. And then other code would come out and say, oh no, it's the wet stand. You guys 5 different decisions from different codes, so we were getting confused. But now we built carts, spent thousands of dollars to build carts to go up all the way up into the water. Code, you heard him. He said, well, okay, everything's okay. But bam, 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 $5,000 in tickets, $12,000 in tickets. How in the world are we getting $12,000 in tickets when we're in the water and you guys don't own it? So if you guys don't own the water, that'd be like me going to Walton County if I worked for you guys for the code, going to Walton County writing tickets all day. You guys don't own the water. You don't own. You guys don't. You heard what he said, and we know the rules. We know it's below the high line. You guys know this. So why do we have $10,000-$15,000 in tickets at our door? All of a sudden, because you guys are getting sued. When we were fine for a year and a half, we were out there every day, up to our knees every day. Got cuts in my arms working out there to hold that cart up there every day. But now we got $15-something thousand in tickets. Does not make sense. We don't understand why, and we're totally confused because nothing's changed. We've been in the water.
Is doing it. What is your
correct
problem?
way.
It's because he owns something ice cream and because she's suing you.
That's the only thing we can
That's
think
why,
of.
and we know why. And that's, you guys are treading, and you're treading really
Yeah.
hard. I sacrificed my life for this country, and I don't appreciate it.
All right. Thank
Mr.
you, guys.
Mayor?
No.
Ma'am?
Nope, 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 no,
I have
no,
Excuse me?
no, 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 we're not, we're not engaging.
You're allowed to quiet us now?
We're not engaging.
Just tonight
Country.
only, though?
This is a
How
free
about next
country.
We're not engaging.
Next meeting, too?
We're not engaging.
Okay, fantastic. Let's just do that every meeting then.
Well, Kevin, they do have, there are code enforcement hearings tomorrow where both sides will have some due process, and that's a public meeting if you want to attend.
Sure, the public would love to hear from its counsel after 9 minutes of that. So why can't the council talk? I'm sure these
Because
people
there's a
want to know
judicial
why.
hearing. Yeah. There's a judicial hearing